What if everything you've been told about suffering is only half the story? What if pain isn't just something to endure but a gateway to unexpected strength? Psalm 137 dives deep into this controversial truth, showing that in the darkest exile, hope is not just a whisper but a roaring fire waiting to be unleashed. Many people believe that when life gets hard, God has forgotten them, but this prayer flips that belief on its head. If you've been searching for a real way to reclaim peace amid chaos, this might just be the breakthrough you've been praying for. There are moments when life just feels like too much, like we're stranded in a storm with no umbrella and no clue where shelter is. That's when the prayer of Psalm 137 steps in. It isn't just ancient poetry, it's a lifeline, crafted to help the soul breathe again. And when someone dares to pray it with faith, things shift, internally first, then outwardly. You see, this prayer isn't for the faint of heart. It's for those who've hit a wall, cried in silence, or whispered, "God, where are you?" It reaches deep into those fragile places and breathes courage back into bones. Not unlike how angels are said to show up when things are falling apart, quietly, powerfully. People often look for comfort in the wrong places, a quick fix, another distraction. But here's a bold truth. When you pray with intention, something shifts. That's why Psalm 137 isn't just a reading from the Bible. It's a spiritual declaration. And just when you think it's only about personal healing, the historical backdrop hits like thunder. Back in the days of exile, the Israelites were torn from their homeland and forced to live under Babylonian rule. Can you imagine being asked to sing joyful songs while your heart aches for home? That's exactly what they endured, displaced, ridiculed, and spiritually drained. It was grief wrapped in chains, and still, they held on. This psalm captures raw sorrow, yes, but also something deeper: faith in the middle of loss. These weren't just words, they were soul cries, sacred chants whispered through clenched teeth. They remembered Jerusalem, not out of nostalgia, but because it represented the promises of God. That memory became their resistance, their spiritual anchor. When someone today flips open the Bible to this passage, they're stepping into that legacy. Just like angels walking among ruins, the words lift off the page and stand guard over broken hearts. And maybe, just maybe, your story of struggle connects with "there's more than you thought." But where there's exile, there's also a whisper of return. Hope isn't some fluffy, feel-good idea, it's a muscle. And Psalm 137 flexes it even in the face of deep sorrow. Just like the Israelites, people today are wandering through their own exiles, emotional, spiritual, even financial. But this prayer shows that the silence of pain doesn't mean the absence of God. Maybe you're exhausted from battles no one sees, fighting off discouragement, rejection, illness, or just trying to hold your family together. That's where this message hits home. It's not preaching at your pain. It's sitting with it, then lifting it to heaven through the act of prayer. And in that moment, something sacred begins to stir. This psalm reminds us that we're not abandoned. It's like the quiet rustle of angels moving in the shadows, reminding us we're seen, loved, and never forgotten. Hope may not scream, but it whispers loud enough to wake a weary heart. And the next step isn't just about waiting, it's about asking for restoration. Let's be real, sometimes strength isn't about pushing harder. It's about being held up when you can't stand anymore. And that's exactly what this psalm helps unlock. It becomes a lifeline when you whisper its words with tears in your eyes. Through prayer, it channels divine power straight into your weakest places. You know those nights when the bills stack higher than your peace, or when sickness steals sleep from your family. That's when this plea becomes personal. You're not just quoting scripture, you're calling on heaven. Just as the Bible shows people crying out to God, you're stepping into that same ancient current of faith. And it's not a solo journey either. Angels, unseen but not unfelt, respond when prayers like these are lifted. You might not see feathers falling, but you will feel strength rising. Healing isn't always instant, but it is promised. And when faith meets action, the next thing to declare is even more powerful. There comes a moment in every battle when you stop begging and start declaring. That's what Psalm 137 begins to stir up inside you. The boldness to speak victory, even before you see it. You stop asking if God will move and start declaring when. That shift? It's faith in action, and it changes everything. In the Bible, victory always started with a word. David shouting before facing Goliath. Jesus speaking life to the dead. You're invited into that same pattern. Start saying it out loud. My family will be restored. I will be healed. Peace is returning. Each phrase builds a wall that evil simply can't climb. And yes, angels respond to declarations like that. because heaven moves when earth speaks in faith. You may still be in the fire, but you're speaking like someone who sees the rain coming. Victory isn't just an outcome, it's a mindset. And once that mindset sets in, you're ready to join something even bigger than yourself. If this message stirred something in you, even a flicker, then you're in the right place. This isn't just a channel, it's a gathering of people who pray, believe, and walk through life with faith, not fear. Think of it as a digital fellowship where angels are mentioned as often as struggles. And here, you're not alone. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button like you're taking a step into something bigger. Turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next prayer, the next moment that feels like it was spoken just for you. And if something touched you today, leave a comment with your prayer request. Someone's going to see it, and someone's going to pray. This isn't just content. It's community, it's connection, and honestly, it's comfort wrapped in scripture. The Bible becomes real here. Strangers become intercessors. And before you go thinking it's just another video, wait until you feel the blessing that comes next. Before you scroll away, take a deep breath. This moment is sacred. May God bless you and your entire household with peace, strength, and unexpected joy. Let the angels of the Lord encamp around your home and guard your heart. And may this prayer echo in your spirit long after the video ends. Thank you for showing up here. Seriously, in a world full of noise, choosing a space rooted in the Bible and soaked in prayer is no small thing. Gratitude isn't just a sign-off, it's the foundation of faith. And your presence here? It's already part of someone else's blessing. So if this spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's been quietly struggling or searching. It might be the lifeline they didn't know they needed. And just when they least expect it, they'll feel it too, that soft whisper of heaven saying, "You're not alone." Before closing, let's pause for a moment. What if you could carry this prayer of hope with you every day, turning your struggles into stepping stones? How might your life change if you started declaring victory before the battle is won? What fears could you leave behind if you truly believe that angels are working on your behalf? The knowledge you've gained isn't meant to sit on a shelf. It's a call to pray, to act, and to embrace transformation. So what's the next step for you today? Will you let this prayer become part of your daily routine? Can you imagine sharing this message with someone who needs it as much as you do? If so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss a moment of encouragement, faith, and the power that comes from connecting with a community who walks this journey with you. Your life is waiting for this breakthrough. Are you ready to step into it? Let's keep praying together and watch how strength and healing unfold in ways you never expected.